And now, your first alert weather.
Coming off a fairly nice weekend, but now we're going to start pulling in some unsettled conditions. We got some spring rounds of rain and snow working through, and we do expect to also really kick up those winds, especially tomorrow afternoon. As a result, the National Weather Service issuing winter weather advisories for the mountains of central Idaho and the mountains of northwestern Wyoming and the mountains in between Franklin and Bear Lake counties. But this does not include Jackson Hole, the valley itself. No, this is all for the mountains around Jackson Hole. And we do expect to see some difficult travel conditions along Highway 93 and 28 through Lemhi County, and that's why we're seeing the advisory in that direction. Just starting to see some of those dark clouds coming over the mountains around Pocatello, and that's why we're picking up also on some moisture here on First Alert Viper radar. You look to the west, we have more scattered light hits of rain trying to work in from the west tonight, but a better chance for tomorrow. So we got this low that's making its slow trek across the Intermountain West here and then getting into the high plains over the next couple of days. And now we got the clouds rolling in for this evening. We got some moisture, and our temperatures are expected to fall just a bit as well. So here's a look at the Vipercast as we go through the week. Tonight, around 11 o'clock, getting close to midnight, we start picking up on some wet weather here locally. Then we'll see scattered hits of snow and rain coming through here for Tuesday and Wednesday as the low swings on out towards eastern Montana and North Dakota. And then as we get on the other side of this low, we do expect to see some moisture coming down in here from the north, and this is going to trigger in again some more scattered hits of snow and rain for Thursday and Friday. It's not a very well organized system in terms of intensity of showers, but we do see the unsettled hits of wet weather pretty much all throughout this week. By Saturday, though, we're expected to pull in some high pressure and some calmer conditions just in time for the weekend. Normal temperatures for this time of the year would be in the upper 50s, close to 60. And we got to that yesterday, but now we're starting to see, again, some stormy weather rolling on through. That's going to take us into the 30s and 40s for temperatures tomorrow. A look at the Vipercast close-up tonight around 11 o'clock. We got rain and snow drifting through far eastern Idaho and western Wyoming with partly to mostly cloudy conditions for the lower elevations. Now, as we get through tonight and tomorrow, there's scattered little hits of rain and snow. Now, a lot of the stuff doesn't look like it's going to make a big impact into the Snake River Plain, but we do have the potential to see some moisture in there, and the Weather Service is saying, yeah, we got the potential for some snow and rain, but we expect to see more spring-like conditions. As we go into Tuesday night, around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, we're left with a few leftover snow showers in northwestern Wyoming. Really quickly, I want to show you those wind speeds. Winds are looking pretty quiet late tonight, tomorrow morning, but watch what happens tomorrow after lunch. Yeah, getting very windy around here starting tomorrow afternoon with highs in the low 40s for Preston, upper 30s for Lavin, the low 40s in McCammon. Moving into Rexburg with a high of 44 for tomorrow. We should get to 42 for Island Park and Jackson, 40 for Driggs, and 42 for DuBois. With Jackson's 8-day forecast showing us scattered off and on hits of snow as we get through Wednesday and Thursday, and temperatures into the 30s for Wednesday, just barely getting above freezing for Thursday. Rexburg 44 for the high tomorrow. We got a high of 40 for Wednesday and the low 40s for Thursday. We're expecting to pick up on some gusty winds and again off and on hits of some wet weather as we go forward here for the next couple of days. Moving over into central Idaho, we got temperatures here at 42 for Salmon. We got 34 for Mackey and 37 in Arco, with numbers in Salmon pushing into the mid 40s for Wednesday, 43 for Thursday, and the upper 40s for Friday. So temperatures are expected to rebound later this week, closer to the weekend, and we expect to actually pull in a decent Saturday for most of us. 45 for Idaho Falls and Blackfoot tomorrow, with 46 in Pocatello. Lows back to the 30s tonight. In that extended forecast, Blackfoot, you have the risk for some rain, snow, and a few thunderstorms tomorrow. We got mid 40s for the highs, but overnight lows still dipping below freezing, falling back down to the 20s. Pocatello, a high of 46 for Wednesday, 45 for Thursday, and we're into the 50s and 60s for this approaching weekend. So it looks like we can salvage a decent Saturday and Sunday. Getting the stuff ready around the yard. That's been fun, right? Idaho Falls, high is around 45 for tomorrow. And again, unsettled conditions. We have the lightning strikes possible. Yes, we're dealing with thunderstorms and rain and snow scattered mostly into the mountains, with a few of these thunderstorms getting into the valley itself. And we have it getting cold enough at night that we could see some of that turning over to snow. 42 for the high Wednesday and Thursday, but back up to 50s for the weekend. Todd.
Okay. Rain and thunderstorms and snow and wind. Boy, if that doesn't say spring, I don't know what does.
Definitely now we're in full-blown spring weather.
A little mix of all of it. Okay, Michael, thanks a lot. Let's check your consumer news now. When it comes to investors in the markets, there is a tug of war right now between those who are feeling optimistic that the Fed will soon be ending the rate tightening program and those who believe the Fed will be forced to raise rates longer because the economy is not in a good place.